Hello and welcome to UC Today. My name's David Dungay. I'm here reporting live from ISE in the sunny Barcelona. I'm with Mr. Tom Arbuthnot from Empowering Cloud. How are you doing, Tom?
I'm good. It's day one. We're halfway through the day as we record, so it's all going well so far.
So we're here for our customary Microsoft update from the Mr. Microsoft himself. Where should we start? It's been a busy day.
Yeah.
We're going to start Express Install. Let's start there.
Yeah, Express
What's
Install.
going on?
So Microsoft announced Express Install as kind of a concept just before ISE. So that's one of the conversation points here. And that's about having a simple combination of team certified kit and kind of furniture to give a customer a really quick, simple, like under an hour, no special AV requirements install. So power cable, network cable, put this in either kind of a stand coming up to a table or kind of a back stand that can go directly onto a wall. And the idea there is just to reduce the cost and effort of deploying to smaller room spaces but still having that team certified experience.
I mean, this is obviously a very quick way of deploying Microsoft Teams, but I mean, what kind of use cases are businesses using these for? Are these temporary rooms or permanent rooms or a bit of both?
Yeah, I mean, it's more permanent. So we've always had the wheel around stand type boards, and actually Logi just announced their Board 65, so a board that can go on a stand. We've got them from Neat. We've actually got Windows MTR boards as well, have just been announced here. So we've always had that board on the stand option. These are kind of, you can install it into a small room very easily, very quickly, and also at a more aggressive price point. So Jabra just announced their VBS 40, smaller bar for that scenario. Logi have obviously got equivalent bars as well, and others have. And the idea is you'll be able to go to one of these providers and say, I want an Express Install setup, which means I should get everything. It should be easy to install under an hour. I don't need like multiple days of AV complexity to deploy that room.
You mentioned Windows board there as well.
That's a big announcement. Yeah. So we've seen Yealing with one, we've got MaxHub with one as well, and I think others might be coming. So board form factor, but running Microsoft Teams rooms on Windows. Previously, they've all been Microsoft Teams rooms on Android.
So we can't go through a technology show without talking about AI right now.
Especially not in Microsoft, right? Everything is Copilot.
Exactly.
Right now.
So at the back end of last year at Inspire, obviously we had all this raft of AI announcements. The big ones around Facilitator Agent and Translator Agent. How's that gone over the last sort of 3-4 months? How are customers responding?
There's loads of interest. So basically AI has kind of gone from Copilot was your personal assistant into this agent model which are proactively doing things for you. So Facilitator Agent is an agent that can either join a meeting and do meeting notes in real time for the group, or can join a chat and summarize the chat for you. But the key thing is everyone with a Copilot license gets the same interactive summary. So it's kind of a multiplayer mode. That's starting to come out now, it's in public preview. The one that's got loads of excitement around it is Interpreter, as you said, and that's the real-time language translation. So I, as a meeting attendee, can choose the language I prefer to receive in, and it will dynamically translate the conversation to my preferred language, and similarly someone else can join and have a different language and their preferred language. And that for me is just crazy how that's going to enable all these different scenarios. I'm talking to customers who have multilingual teams, global teams, and they're really excited to get that capability.
Yeah. Do you see any friction there between we just got used to Copilot, and now we're getting used to agents within Copilot? IT teams, they can move pretty quick. Do you see any friction or challenges there?
Can they move pretty quick? I mean, this is
depends which industry you're in.
AI is moving so fast for everybody, and I think we're all trying to, both the vendors and the customers, trying to find their way through as to where the business value is. And I think you should expect it to keep changing based on business requirements, business value. I would say, don't jump into the first thing. Think about your requirements, test all this stuff, understand it. But it does feel like, because agents are proactive and they're doing things for you, there's less of I have to drive my users to use the thing, and more of the thing will do something of value to me.
Yeah.
And I think the whole industry has been pushing towards this agentic automated model, not just because it's the new hot word, but because actually if you look at the adoption, if you can get the AI doing things for you proactively, it's more likely to be used.
Of course, I mean, we're talking about two agents there that are ready out of the box as well. Microsoft have made it quite easy for people to go in and use Copilot Studio to create their own, find their own use cases.
You're so down with this, David. You don't need me anymore.
What's going on there? I mean, surely we're going to see some agent doing something new and shiny this year. What are your thoughts?
New and shiny is interesting. I think a lot of actually the wins are very boring process stuff that can just be automated. So somebody would take these meeting notes and they would format them in this way and they would put them in this repository, or they're responsible for research on this thing or that thing, so they can put all the papers together, automatically summarize them, automatically send an email out, or look at my meetings for the week, give me a summary. So actually it's less like, I think, whiz bang, oh my god, I couldn't believe that, and more, I've got these admin tasks, I can now start chipping away at those and just having AI help me proactively do them.
Maybe let's talk about AI more broadly. Obviously, we're traditionally an AV event. We're seeing UC, the world of UC collide with this event in quite a big way, hence why we're here now. And how are you seeing AI sort of impact the rest of the meeting room? You know, we're talking about devices, management of rooms and things. What are you seeing there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like last year actually we had the stick AI on everything moment. I think we're sort of over that now. So it's almost expected that things like cameras are going to be using AI for framing, or at least machine learning models for framing. I think it's more interesting around the platform. So Teams, Zoom, WebEx, what are they doing with AI that the meeting room inherits? So yes, all the device vendors are talking about AI, and yes, they're using it in clever ways, but I think it's mostly now, again, cool, what are you doing with it that's business value for me?
Yeah, for me, I love the insights for AV managers, right? The utilization of rooms.
That's really
I think that's quite an interesting point. And
data that you never would have had time to understand, you can now summarize in an intelligent way.
Exactly, and act on it is, I think that's the important thing. Yeah. So Tom, thank you so much for joining me and sharing some of your insights. Enjoy the rest of IC, and I look forward to our next catch up.
Yep, cheers David, thanks.
Thank you. And thank you for watching. You've been watching me, David Dungay, on UC Today.